She's getting DMs from dudes all the time saying, "What's up? How are you? Let's hang out. You're hot," etc., etc. She's only thinking about what's in it for me. So if you come with that lame ass approach that other dudes come with, she's going to blow you out. She's not going to reply. But if we spike a little bit of intrigue, I would immediately want to know who it was.
Welcome to the Unapologetic Man Podcast, the only podcast that's all about self-improvement, confidence, success, women, and being a man without making any apologies for it.
What is up, gentlemen? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the UMP. I really do appreciate you. And today, boys, I am going to give you my number one openers, both for the dating apps, Instagram, as well as in person. These are my favorite openers in 2025. We've been testing them, we've been experimenting, and the results are conclusive. These openers work. So I'm going to give you two, and then obviously I always deliver, so I'm going to give you three. Two online ones, one to open in person, and this in-person one has been converting so high for us, gentlemen. So make sure to stay until the very end because I, as always, am going to deliver the goods. Gentlemen, you have probably heard that I'm doing an NLP masterclass this coming Saturday, the 25th. Well, if you've been listening to any of my previous episodes, you'll know that not only have those sold out quickly, not only have I never gotten a refund request on other masterclasses that I've done, but people are also getting pissed off, bro. They are hyperextending their vaginas. They are hyperextending their anal chakras, and they're wondering why these are selling out so quickly and why I don't have more spots. So I continue to have to add different days, and I just added another day, Monday, the 28th. So we have Friday the 24th, Saturday the 25th, Sunday the 26th, and now Monday the 28th. And gentlemen, these are selling out like hotcakes. People are spazzing out, losing their precarious sense of their own composure because they want to come to this NLP masterclass so badly. What is this thing? It's a 2-hour event where I'm going to do neuro-linguistic programming on you. It's going to happen via Zoom meeting. It's going to be with me, you, and a small number of other dudes to take place on either Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, depending on which ticket you get. A 2-hour event where I'm going to remap belief systems. I'm going to take away the severity of traumas and install you with massive confidence. These are the same NLP protocols that I share with my boys in my 3-month coaching program. The same protocols that allow every single guy who comes through my program to graduate with 10x his results with women that he had when he first started. Wouldn't you want to experience that? Aren't you curious what I'm able to do and why I have the reputation I have? Do you ever look at my website and wonder how the f does this dude have 250 plus reviews? He has dudes on video literally saying it's the best program they've ever taken in their life. It's because of NLP. And I'm going to share my NLP with you for 2 hours in this special limited time event. So guys, if you're curious what it is that I do to my clients to get them that success, this is a taste of what I do. You will get to experience this for yourself and corroborate all those amazing reviews I get, all the testimonials I get, the reputation I have. So click the link in the description below. Get your ticket right now. Listen, if it says sold out, it's sold out. I'm not able to switch guys anymore. I did that the first week. It's a complete David Hasselhoff. So I'm not doing that anymore. If they're all sold out, I'm sorry. They're all sold out. If it says limited seats, that means there's only a few spots left. The only ones that are open are the ones that are open, meaning please don't email me asking to switch spots. If you can't make the scheduled event, you still get a recording of it, which means you can go through the event on your own time, which honestly is almost as good as being there. And every single guy who is going to come also is going to get a recording of the event so he can do it again in his own time. So if you can't come, once again, you'll get a recording and you could do all the NLP that we're going to do in this 2-hour event. Absolutely possible to do it if you can't be there. So boys, once again, click the link in the description below and get your ticket today. All right, guys, let's get into it. So I'm going to give you 3 of my favorite openers, starting with the online dating apps. This one has been working like gangbusters. So get your pen and paper. Deploying these lines should be no problem with the journeyman of your experience, because I know you're going to have success with these. So the first one is, hey, kind of random, but I think there's another account using your photos. So once again, it goes, hey, kind of random, but I think there's another account using your photos. Guys, Think about the reality of a super hot girl. She's getting DMs from dudes all the time saying, "What's up? How are you? Let's hang out. You're hot," etc., etc. She's only thinking about what's in it for me. So if you come with that lame ass approach that other dudes come with, she's going to blow you out. She's not going to reply. But if we spike a little bit of intrigue by saying, "Hey, I think some other account is using your photos." I know for me, if I got a message like that saying, "Hey, Mark, somebody else is using your dating material, they're stealing all your shit," I would immediately want to know who it was. So what do you guys think she's going to message you back? That's right. She's going to say, "Oh, thank you. Can you please tell me what the profile is?" And then you're going to come back and say, "It's at NASA, NASA, like NASA, the rockets to the moon, all that stuff. It's at NASA because you're an absolute rocket." Guys, this gets phenomenal results. Girls text back. They're like, "Oh my God, that was so funny. I can't believe it." Now you've cracked open the set. You have gotten past her initial filter where she's blowing out dude after dude after dude, not responding, ghosting guys, putting them in that beta cuck category. Whereas you come in with something that first builds her intrigue, gets her interested, gets her to freaking reply. Because getting these girls to reply sometimes is an absolute hassle, dude. It's like pulling teeth. You send a message and nothing. That was the sound of a cricket riding a tumbleweed. The majority of your experience if you're sending these lame ass messages that all these dudes send. So let's go through it again. "Hey, kind of random, but I think there's another account using your photos." She says, "Oh, really? What's the account?" And you say, "At NASA because you're an absolute rocket." And then she comes back laughing and then you break open the set. Another thing I like to say is "at National Geographic because you're an absolute fox." A little bit more complimentary than I typically like, but it usually works. Or "at Louis Vuitton because they obviously think you're a high quality girl. Is that true?" Question mark, which opens the door for her to do a little bit of qualifying. This works really well. All right, the next one, gentlemen, is again on the dating apps. And this is actually going to be a short episode because we're only going through 3 of these. I know your time is valuable. I respect it. And of course, you need time to go over to my sales page, watch the video about the NLP Masterclass, and sign up and get your ticket like a trigger puller because you're an absolute legend. So the second one is, "Hey, Kelly, you look like you could kill with kindness. How do I know I'm not stepping into a death trap here? ... Once again, it's, "Hey, Kelly, you look like you could kill with kindness. How do I know I'm not stepping into a death trap here? ... Then she'll usually write back. This one has a really high conversion rate because it's fun, it's charming, it's different than the "Hey, what's up? What are you doing this weekend? You're hot" bullshit that all these canyon mules are sending chicks on a day-to-day basis. All right, so that's for the dating apps. That's for Instagram. This works really well. Let's go to in person. Now, guys, obviously in my 3-month coaching program, I have tons of cold approach openers that we could use. And personally, I'm going to be totally honest with you, I really don't like these canned responses. I like to go up naturally, situationally. Once you get good, and you will get good once you come into my 3-month coaching program, you're just confident enough to say anything, the first thing that comes to your mind. If you actually ask women, what was the first thing you said to her when you first met her? 90% of the time, they don't even remember. Why don't they remember? Because they're assessing you. They're like, "What's this guy talking to me for? What does he want? How do I feel about him?" She's on her back foot. So she's not sitting there thinking, "Oh, that was so charming. I can't believe he opened me with that. Oh, I'm in love with this guy. I want to give him my phone number." No, she's thinking, "What does he want? Why is he talking to me?" So she's in her own head. So what you say doesn't matter, boys. It's how you say it. Do you come with confidence? Do you come with charisma? Do you come with good energy? And good energy, as well as correct tonality, are the 2 most important things of cold approaching a woman. As long as you feel good, as long as you have a little smirk on your face, you're charming and you give good energy, which means feeling good inside yourself and having that correct tonality of up to down, not supplicating, "Hey, how are you today?" But instead, "Hey, what's going on today?" Having that downward inflection, it will open almost every single time. But I know you guys like those canned openers. So here's a good one. You walk up to a girl and you say, hey, real quick. And I like to start with that, boys. I always say, "Hey, real quick," just to kind of stop them, to get them through that oh, this guy's talking to me, to get her a little off her back foot and to let her know I'm engaging with her rather than just going straight up and hitting her with it. I say, hey, real quick. And I kind of sometimes put my hand out and I give her space like 6 to 8 feet. And I have my voice go up to down, as I always talk about. Hey, real quick. Then she'll stop and you'll say this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how open are you to being flirted with right now? Okay, again, it goes on a scale of 1 to 10, how open are you to being flirted with right now? Anything 5 and below, you say, totally understand, have a good day, and you dip out. Anything 5 and above, you can sit there and talk to her. And what I like to do is tell a joke to give her some value. Now, as you guys know, I don't like to state massive intention up front. So in my opinion, saying, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, how open are you to being flirted with right now is a little bit too forward. I started doing, how open are you to being spoken to right now? But that, in my opinion, didn't really state enough intention. So the one I came up with and the one that I really like is, hey, real quick, on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you in being bantered with right now? How much are you interested in bantering right now? Now, if you have a good opener, if you have a good vibe, you have good energy, and boys, it doesn't matter what you look like. Get that shit out of your head. It's your energy, it's your tone, it's your vibe. Do you make her feel good? Is speaking to you going to raise her vibe? That's the only thing she's thinking about. Women are always trying to get into a better state. So when you go up and say, hey, real quick, immediately she's like, what's the vibe of this dude? Then you say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested would you be in bantering for a little bit right now? On a scale of 1 to 10. And she's like, I don't know, like 7. You'd be like, perfect. Got a joke for you. And then what I like to do, boys, is tell the pirate joke, but I'm going to give you a few other ones because I know I've said the pirate joke on this podcast a few times, but here it goes. So then you say, all right, I'm going to tell you the pirate joke. You ready? And she's like, yeah. And you say, all right, what's a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet? And she's like, R. And then you say, you think so, but it's the C. And then she cracks up. So whenever you say, what's a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet? Almost everybody, I'm talking 95% of people will say R. And then you say, you think so, but it's the C. Now she's cracking up. And you see, I told you, you gave a 6. Where are you at now as far as how much you want to banter? And she's like, oh, I'm probably up to a 9. Then what you could say is this. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, how spontaneous are you? And she's like, probably like an 8. You'd be like, okay, we're about to prove that. So if you're an 8 out of 10 on the spontaneous scale, let's go grab a coffee real quick. I got to go in like 15 minutes, so we'll make it quick. We'll sit down, chat for a little bit, and be on our way. What do you say? Now we do what we call an Insta date. An Insta date is a short date. It's a way to really lock in the set. You could do the 4 pillars of attraction, as I always talk about: frame control, value, sexual tension, qualifying. And then on the way out, you get her number. Guys, this is so much of a better way to make a number stick than just going up, talking to her innocuously for a few minutes and then asking for a phone number. A lot of you guys can pull numbers, but they don't stick because you're not seeding the set, as I say, getting the spark of attraction to blow into flame. The way to blow it into flame is to have time with her, to go move to a different venue. Huge psychologically for a woman to move and go somewhere else with you, big time. Now you guys are sitting down on the Insta date. Even if it's only 15 minutes, you're going to be able to generate attraction enough to get her to give you her number. Now, a few different jokes you can say right off the bat. After you say, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how interested would you be in bantering for a little bit with somebody right now? And she's like, a 7. You'd be like, all right, we're going to start this banter with a little joke. What has 5 toes but isn't your foot? And she's like, I don't know. And you say, my foot. And she cracks up. You've broken the set a little bit. And then you can ask the spontaneity question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how spontaneous are you? Oh, really? Okay, you're claiming 8 right now. There's a Starbucks right there. Let's go spontaneously get a drink together. What do you say? I only have like 15 minutes. It's got to be quick. Come on, let's go. So you guys walk over, you're talking to her in line, you grab drinks, you sit down, you tell stories, you run the cube, messages in water, 5-finger death punch, strawberry fields, all the techniques I teach in my 3-month coaching program, and then you yank that phone number. But here's the thing, boys. Unless you have confidence, unless you feel that you truly are the prize, you're not going to be able to pull this off because you're going to be doubting yourself. You're going to be telegraphing it in your body language. And where does that all start? You know what I'm going to say. It starts in your head with your belief systems. Do you believe you're enough? Do you believe she would be better with a different dude? Or do you believe that you're the prize, the champion, the alpha, the unapologetic silverback who she would be stoked to have an Insta date with? If you go up to a girl feeling this girl will be privileged to talk to a champion like me, you're going to telegraph that with your first question. You're going to be like, hey, real quick, with authority, with self-affirmation, with knowing that you're the prize. You're not going to be apologetic like, hey, real quick, could I just ask you a question? No, it's like, hey, real quick, got a question for you. And you feel unapologetic in the way because you know this is going to be a great experience for her. Then you say on a scale of 1 to 10, how open are you to banter with somebody for literally 2 minutes? She'll probably be like, I don't know, an 8. Be like, perfect. All right, we're going to start this with the joke just to kind of crack you up a little bit to show you just how valuable this conversation is going to be. And then maybe you tell the pirate joke or another dad joke to just crack her up. And then you ask the spontaneity question, take her on the Insta date. As I said, tell stories, run gambits, get her attracted. Don't forget to qualify her and then yank her phone number. You guys are on your way. So that's been my favorite opener of 2025. We've been having great success with this, not to mention the 2 others that I gave you for opening on both the dating apps as well as Instagram. Guys, you need to separate yourself from the rest of the sea donkeys who are doing the same thing and getting the same dismal results. Here's a funny joke that we've been saying in the Brotherhood lately. And this happened because a client of mine yanked a girl off a different dude. He hooked up with her that night. Then a week later, those guys saw each other again at the bar. The guy was cool. He came up to him and he's like, hey, man, what happened with that girl? And he's like, yeah, I took her home. And he's like, damn, dude, how'd that happen? And he's like, well, I've been training in this stuff. I've been listening to this podcast. I'm in this guy's program. And apparently that guy had also been listening to my podcast. But the one dude was in the program and the other dude wasn't. The guy in the program yanked the girl off the dude who wasn't. And it's been a big joke in our coaching sessions because we're like, we're the dudes who are yanking the girls off the other dudes. So you being a podcast listener, the next time you see a girl go with a different guy and it isn't you, that guy just might be in my 3-month coaching program. How would you like to experience a part of that? By coming into this NLP masterclass, you're going to get a taste of what we do in this program, and it is no risk whatsoever. If you don't absolutely love the NLP masterclass, I will buy it back from you, which means I will refund every single cent of your money. And here's the thing, boys. I've done 2 masterclasses in the past, have sold hundreds of tickets, and I have had 0, that's right, 0 refund requests. What are you missing? Could this be the key that changes your life in 2025 where you start yanking girls? I believe it could be. I believe you need to experience this. Click the link in the description below, God damn it, and grab your ticket today. I always over-deliver in everything that I do, and I'm going to over-deliver in this NLP masterclass as well. Get your ticket now before it's too late. Don't be a foot dragger or a procrastinator, a non-man of action. Be the dude who pulls the trigger. Be the dude who is attractive to women, because women, as I said in my previous episode, are attracted to trigger pullers. So gentlemen, I do appreciate you listening. I drop podcasts on Mondays and Thursdays, so please stay tuned for the next one, and I will see you in the next episode.